greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into a very entertaining episode of Monday Night Raw that saw a bunch of championship matches. What did you think about the show, Matthew?
A bunch of championship matches, and honestly, almost every match tonight was top tier. It really was. The way they opened the show to the way they ended the show and got us ready for Fastlane. We don't have, every single match announced, but we're getting an idea. They're shaping form. I think the way they wanted to kick the show off tonight was a right call. Cody Rhodes coming out, huge pop from the crowd there in Canada. He actually was speaking for like a few minutes, but then was interrupted by who he was talking about. Of course, Judgment Day. Totally didn't see that coming. Cody and Dom trading insults. Judgment Day kind of decided they had enough. All three men prepared to attack. And then Jey Uso actually comes out to stand next to Cody Rhodes. But then Zayn and Kevin Owens showed up, making a 4-on-3. Good guys looking good. JD McDonough was also ringside throwing in some steel chairs. Priest hesitating to join in an attack. But I like what they're doing with JD McDonough. They're still slowly building that. And the way they ended up ending the show, too, it definitely added some, I guess you could say, some relief. You know what I mean? We're getting an idea of how they're trying to shape that team. I think that was a pretty darn good opening. I think what we got next was a great matchup. Otis and Bronson Reed. They were describing it as basically the meat match. Phenomenal, huh?
Absolutely. Bronson Reed, man, hitting that tsunami, man, picking up a good victory over Otis, making it 2-0 against the Alpha Academy in back-to-back weeks.
Such a good match. Clean win with that tsunami, like you said. Otis looked good. But, man, I guess you could say Bronson Reed looked even better, and he did need that win. Good matchup. Then to another match, which was good. It got me pumped up for what they have planned in the future. Tommaso Champa and 1/3 of Imperium, Ludwig Kaiser. Vinci was ringside. Vinci actually caused a distraction, and it led to Champa taking the W over Kaiser. That Imperium group, they're slowly adding some story to it where they may tease a breakup. That's what I'm feeling.
Absolutely, me too. But I think it's good that they're getting some new guys in the Intercontinental Championship mix. And Tommaso Ciampa picked up a big win tonight, so props to him.
Props to him as well, and props to Tegan Nox backstage with Becky Lynch. They kind of got into a heated altercation, but we ended up getting Natalya then coming in the fray. Tegan Nox versus Natalya. Winner will face Becky Lynch on Raw next week after she faces, of course, Tiffany Stratton this Saturday at NXT No Mercy. This is going to be cool. This is going to be interesting. They're spicing up the women's division. We'll go right into it. Natalya versus Tegan Nox. Winner faces Becky Lynch, which we learned is going to be on Raw next week. This was a fine match. I think what we'll talk about here is Tegan Nox is an upcoming superstar and Natalya is a veteran, and they want Natalya to, I think, succeed one more time. But that's what I was hearing. That's what it sounded like, but that didn't actually happen. Nice shiniest wizard from Nox onto Natalya. Cool. Becky Lynch and Tegan Nox next Monday for the Women's Championship.
Yeah, absolutely. That NXT Women's Championship. I really love how they're having two Women's Championships on the main brand, on the Raw roster, and it's really giving the women's division some boost on Monday Night Raw.
Definitely giving the women's division boost on Monday Night Raw. What they needed to really boost up was the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't want to say it's stale, but they needed to spice it up, and with this Rollins-Nakamura feud, they definitely added some fuel to the fire. Rollins coming out basically saying he gave Shinsuke more than one, not even a twice, but a third opportunity. Nakamura then answered him with a pre-recording match telling him he wants a last man standing. Seth accepts. This is going to be really cool at Fastlane. Nice promo with Shinsuke. They really know how to put a Japanese-style video package together, and they killed that. What also was killed, Dominik Mysterio defending his NXT North American title against Dragon Lee in NXT. This was the match I was tuning in to Raw for. Not going to lie, I didn't really care about anything else but this. Dominik, wow. I think this is the best match of his career, singles-wise.
I agree 100%.
He looks great. Dragon Lee, of course, looked even better. But Dominik Mysterio showed some high-flying movesets throughout this match. Once again, then this is awesome chant really, really echoed through the arena. Dominik Mysterio took a W. It was a clean but an unclean win. Dominik still looks like he is our NXT North American champion. But I think it was the right call, definitely. But Michael Cole was selling Dragon Lee big time. Very high on him, it sounded like.
Absolutely. This was probably the best match of the night, in my opinion. And props to both competitors. Dirty Dom doing dirty things, getting booed out of the building, and Dragon Lee putting up a great fight. So I hope we see this match in the future.
Oh, the amount of heat Dom gets is incredible. I love it. Love it, love it. Speaking of heat, Nia Jax coming out, giving an interview. I think it was with Michael Cole, who was in the ring. Turned into a fight between her and Zoey Stark. Zoey Stark comes out all pissed off. We got a nice match between them two. Stark tried to lift up Jax on her shoulders. This is the turning point, but couldn't do it. So Nia Jax took the advantage, slamming right back on her. It was the best thing to see. Hitting a leg drop to the back of Stark's neck, and then how she ended Rhea Ripley, how she ended Chelsea Green, how she ended Shayna Baszler. Nothing compares to that seated senton by Nia effing Jax.
Oh, you could say that again.
Nice win for Nia Jax. Whoop-de flip and do. Please get off my screen, you big hippo.
Would you call it a dominant force in the Raw locker room? I think that
she's a dominant force. I think you need some dominant force in your life. You could get some Nia Jax. How about that one?
Oh, boy. All right.
I'll pass on that. Kofi Kingston, Drew McIntyre, heated matchup. A promo between, of course, Miz, who started things off with the Miz TV. Drew McIntyre kind of had none of it. Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, cutting a cute little promo. Kofi Kingston showing off to this WWE crowd. One of the best in the business to ever do it, but a nice Claymore by Drew McIntyre. Ivar actually attacked Kingston, and McIntyre decided not to help after this match. I like how they threw the half of the Viking Raiders in this, kind of reminiscing of what happened last week with Jey Uso. But I'm certainly interested to see where they're going to take Drew McIntyre finally turning heel. Is it going to be a fast lane? I hope so. But we're still getting I guess you could say 50-50 with Drew McIntyre, but now it's more so a 75-25.
Yeah, so I agree with you. But, man, the night just flew on right by. And what are we, at our main event already? Here we go.
Let's go main event, right? Priest and Balor of Judgment Day taking on two of the very best. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, undisputed tag team championships on the line. I clearly know we're not going to get new champs. I know that Judgment Day is going to retain. It ended up happening when Dom showed up toward the end, attempted to interfere. Jey Uso, then JD McDonough, and then Cody Rhodes also showed up. A huge brawl broke out. Ending was a bit overbooked, but it was very quick and it happened perfectly. JD McDonough gave, I think it was Priest who got the win, who was handed the titles by JD McDonough. Knocking out Sami Zayn by Priest, thanks to McDonough. Once again, Judgment Day take the W. Still your undisputed WWE Tag Team BS champions. Get rid of that undisputed crap and just give us the tag team championships. But other than that, good match. Judgment Day taking a dominating factor again with them headed to, I guess you could say, Fastlane.
Yeah, with Fastlane fast approaching, you see what I did there.
I like that.
Monday Night Raw was very good. Great backstage segments, awesome matches tonight. I really like the championship matches throughout the night. Let us know what you guys thought about the show. Always like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you Saturday with a SmackDown recap. Until then, peace out.
Yeah.
Peace. This has been KozMatt. Thanks for watching.